Hi, I'm Judd with Adrenaline Industries, and we're back kind of highlighting this crazy thing we got behind me here. It's a Russian Gaz M69. It's a 1966, and the restoration level is incredible. Like, it literally, I look at our whole collection here, and I can't believe how good this thing is, how good a condition it is, how well it starts, how well it drives. I mean, it's only 55 horsepower. I mean, it's still 55 horses, better than 1 horse, but anyway, you kind of think 1966, was everyone still riding horses? That seems like a long time ago. But this thing, I'm excited to show you. It's cooler than we thought. It was a random deal where we had another collector that wanted to trade for 2 of our vehicles. He was trying to get the value up to where our 2 vehicles were. So we ended up with like 2 two-door G-Wagons that I was interested in from the 90s that were perfectly restored as well. But then he also had this. So to make the deal work, we grabbed this as well. So anyway, we never plan on keeping it very long. It's been fun to have it for a short time and buzz around in it. Okay, so let's do a walk around on this. First off, this canvas top must be brand new. Like hopefully we can get some good photos and video of it, but it legit looks like it was just made. I mean, it's brand new in my opinion. I mean, the brass and everything on it is so clean. Must be new windows that went in it. It really is a really high level restoration. Tires, no idea if we're gonna find date codes on tires like that. I mean, my motorcycle tires are about the same size, but kind of cool. You got manual locking hubs when you need to put it 4-wheel drive. As far as we can tell, we're gonna go through it even more and more. Everything works. It's cool. This is your fresh air. When you're, this is your air conditioning. You pop that, so there's a lever inside. The windshield, if you want like max AC, like in new cars, then this windshield has levers where you pop it open. We'll play with that later, and you can tilt this out and really let the air come through. I've had some old Volvo C304s and C303s where the windshield pops out. When you're off-road or something like that, it's actually really fun, or on a nice summer day. You actually get quite a bit more, you get so much airflow when you can just pop that windshield open. Inside, there's actually a lever that you can pull and push, and it opens and closes the louvers on the front of this radiator. So I'm guessing, Russian winters, are so dang cold that that's old school. In America, we just use like a sheet of cardboard, right, on old trucks to make it so that they can warm up better, especially on a diesel. But all your levers, everything's in really good shape. You got 2 spare tires. Here's one here. There's kind of a weird, you'll see when I pop the engine and stuff too, it's not rust, but it's almost like a dirt color. And we didn't dare like pressure wash this thing, especially the motor, but there's in little places, there's a little bit of a film. We didn't know how aggressive we wanted to get. We just did a light wash on it. I don't know if we use a soft toothbrush or something, try and get rid of some of that, but it's not rust. It's just kind of a little bit of a film. Like when you go off-roading down in southern Utah or whatever, there's like kind of that moon dust. It kind of has that kind of a feel or a look to it. You got a second spare, so you have 2 spares. Again, everything folds up, comes off, the whole soft top comes off, so you could actually have quite a bit of fun in this on a nice summer day cruising around your neighborhood. Got your old school tailgate. I mean, everything's pretty solid. Like I'm not seeing rust or anything I'd be concerned about on here. Like even hinges and stuff, there's a little bit of surface rust, but that folds down. Obviously this has been reupholstered. They just have kind of mats in here to protect stuff, but your floor and stuff's in great shape. There's storage. You can pop these seats up. And then as a bonus, that doesn't look Russian to me. Maybe I'll be embarrassed, but I don't know what language that would be, but I know that's first aid kit, so I'm sure if you want something from the 1960s, there's probably some good ointment in there. We'll throw that in for free. As I was saying earlier, the soft top's in great shape, so everything works like I would imagine as good as new or better. Maybe zippers are better nowadays, but zippers are smooth, no problems. Then you just clip these things in, run them through over here. And these just tabs, you just literally just fish them through, but everything lines up like you'd hope it would. Easy to pull this on and off. So there's the rear soft top done up. So even though I've been to Russia, I mean, long enough ago it was Soviet Union. My dad did some work there and took me years ago. I don't know any Russian. Well, spasiba means thank you, or I probably slaughtered that, but been a long time. So I don't read anything. So thanks to the internet, I found something, was able to kind of make heads and tails of what switches and stuff did. I looked on YouTube. Usually everything's on YouTube. I couldn't find something. This is that air conditioner I was telling you about. That's fresh air. That recirculates the air. Over here is your heater fan that turns on. Oh, sorry, that's here. I don't know what that is yet, but that's your fan motor. This is your choke, which I've never had to use. We've had it out even really cold and it still didn't need it. This right here is a hand throttle. So this is your ignition. We'll show that later, but you turn the key on and you step on that and that fires the baby up. I'd have never known that if the delivery driver didn't tell me. Your lights all work for your dash. You've got your amperage over here. You got your temperature. Turn signals work. Kilometers, miles per hour. It says there's 39,692. We're going to go drive it and put some more on that. Manometer, whatever that does. And over here's your fuel. There on the far left over here is your headlight switch. 3-position on that. And then this is that louver thing that shuts if you're on a really, you pull that back if you were on a really cold day. And then there's a switch above it. I don't know what some of those things do. There's another switch over here. Maybe in the meantime, people looking at this on Bring a Trailer, whatever, can help us understand what some of the other switches do. But it's pretty cool. I mean, look how clean it is. It's really cool. Over here, of course, it has wipers too. So here's this beauty. Like I said, it's unbelievably good shape. There's this film on here, and again, I just didn't dare have our detail guy get aggressive enough like you would on a modern motor, where we would get this motor warm and then spray some degreaser on it and pressure wash it. I just don't know what I'm up against on this motor, and it runs so good. So anyway, I mean, you can tell it's in great shape, but there is that kind of just film and something. You see where we kind of hand rubbed right here, by hand to clean some of that, but I don't know if like you had a coolant leak at one time and the coolant was full of rust years ago, and it kind of put this on it, but there is just that film. But here you go. This thing's, cold as can be. And so we'll fire it up. I've been playing with the lights and stuff. Hopefully I didn't kill the battery, but the only thing we've done to this since we got it is we put a new battery in it. So it's got a brand new battery. The one in there was ancient, and we couldn't even get it to take a charge. So it's got a new battery in it. Surprisingly, I fit in the thing. I mean, I'm 6'3", 240 pounds. I don't think I'd want to drive this across the United States, but around town and on a short little trip, it's just fine. Okay, so here's the deal. You got our gear shifter here. It's a 3-speed with a reverse. Over here is where we've got 4-wheel drive. So we have 4-wheel drive here, and then we have high and low transfer case. So I'll push the clutch in, turn the key on. I'm going to leave the choke off because I've never had to use it before. And then we push in on this puppy way down here. There it is, just a little idle. It just goes great. I'll get out because the mic's on me, so maybe you can't hear the motor. Well, I learned I come out 1 foot at a time, makes it a little better. So here's the motor going. Like I said, it just starts so easy, which surprised me. I've had a lot of 1960s Unimogs and stuff like those, and those you have to give them a big pep talk or swear at them to make them start. This one just worked really good. Here's our little exhaust coming out here. So, yeah, works good. I've got a great surprise for you because it just surprised me. This Gaz just got even cooler. I just discovered that there was a more rare model, that M on the 69M or the M69, whatever this thing is, actually adds 10 more horsepower. So instead of 55 horses, you got 65. And the giveaway, as I discovered online, is this extra fuel tank. So now all of a sudden, this puppy just turned into the Grand Tourer. Like now you've got all this extra fuel. I mean, you could drive this thing across the country now. Isn't that funny? But yeah, but actually 10 extra horsepower, which is nearly 20%, that's going to be pretty noticeable. And it changes the top speed, according to Wikipedia, because that's gospel, is like, instead of, what was it before, 50 something, now it's 62. So we'll take this thing out, but my son who's filming this, he's my size as well. So maybe it's like 28 miles an hour when you add 1,000 pounds of, big dudes in this truck. So we'll find out. And this thing also came with all this. Your Google translator better be in top order because everything's in Russian. But anyway, this truck came with a lot of stuff, all the service records. I mean, it definitely seems like it's been well maintained, but in here is just loads and loads of stuff. If you can read Russian, or use the app on your phone if you're really curious what it all does.
So here's a shot of the headlights. We're gonna try all the lights out here in the front. So there's headlights working. There's your left turn signal, right turn signal, left turn signal back here on the back, right turn signal there. So all the lights are working great. And then here is even this funky little spotlight here. So not super bright, might need a new bulb in there, but it works.
Okay, so here goes the 3-speed. First gear's down to the left. Pull out here. Go over here into second gear, top right. And she is off. I can really feel that extra 10 horsepower. We're at 65 horses. I mean, I'm lucky the front end's staying on the ground today. I'll have to go nice and easy. All right, time to get a little crazy. We're taking this out on the big highway. And I just noticed even the horn works on this puppy. So pull out in traffic and we'll see if we can get this thing, you know, Mach 1, maybe Mach 2 if we're lucky. Here we go. See how many people we can upset, pulling out in front of them. We're actually going with traffic pretty good. We're going slightly uphill now. I need a downhill. I think in order for us to hit that 62 miles an hour, I got to be driving off a cliff. But surprisingly, I'm climbing a little bit of a hill, going 56 miles an hour. So this thing actually can drive down the highway. My temperature's almost to 80. It's about 75. It's still on the bottom third of the needle. So yeah, this old girl seems to run pretty well. Okay, so that was a little noisy, mainly just the rattle in our little Russian tin can here. But surprisingly, like the steering was really light. It drove straight down the highway going nearly 60 miles an hour. Okay, that was actually pretty enjoyable driving that thing. It kind of surprised me that it drove so straight and that there wasn't a lot of vibration in the tires and stuff. I don't know how long this thing sat, you know, before it got shipped to me. So usually when a car sat for a while, you get this like vibration from the flat spot in the tire. It drives great. What a cool little machine. Hopefully somebody wants it and enjoys it for what it is, but it really is in pretty good shape.